You went to the pet store. You liked a fish. Small, calm, affordable. You bought it, took it home, put it in the tank. 2 years later, that fish no longer fits in your tank. And one of the 5 fish in this video is so dangerous that you could actually face legal consequences. In some places, having it in your home is considered a crime. Today I'm going to tell you about 5 fish. All of them are on store shelves right now. All of them look beautiful. All of them are sold with labels like beginner fish or community-friendly species. But these fish aren't bad. They're not sick. They're just not right for your tank. And the pet store isn't going to tell you that. Most of the time, nobody tells you. And that's exactly where the problem begins. By the end of this video, you'll be able to look at a fish in a store and decide within 2 minutes whether to buy it or walk away. You see a small, silver, elegant fish at the store. Is that a mini piranha? You ask. Sort of, but it's calm, the employee says. It eats plants. The second sentence is true. The first is wrong. And the cost of that mistake is enormous. The Pacu isn't a piranha. It's a plant-eating relative of the piranha. It looks small and harmless. In the store, 4 inches. Within 2 years, up to 2 feet. Some species exceed 3 feet. This fish needs a minimum of 250 gallons. Most home aquariums never come close to that. And as it grows, it doesn't just crowd the tank physically, it overwhelms it chemically. Waste production increases, water quality crashes, other fish get stressed. Most people who buy a Pacu end up facing one of 2 options: set up an enormous tank, or figure out how to get rid of a fish they have no idea what to do with. One morning, you look at the tank. The fish can't even turn around. Its nose is touching one wall, and its tail is touching the other. And getting rid of it isn't as easy as it sounds. Most aquarium clubs and animal shelters no longer accept Pacus because this exact situation gets brought to them every single week by someone else. But the real problem doesn't end there. This fish is the most deceptive one on the list. In the store, 6 to 8 inches, red tail, dark body, elegant posture. The price is a bit higher, which makes you feel like you're getting something special. Adult size, 40 to 50 inches. This is a 3 to 4 foot catfish, and it only takes 3 to 4 years to get there. But that's not even the main problem. The red-tailed catfish doesn't let on that it's growing. Unlike other large fish, this species grows slowly and gradually, a little more each week. You keep saying it got even bigger, and then one day you look at the tank and the same problem has arrived. It doesn't fit. There's also this. This fish eats anything that fits in its mouth. As it grows, tank mates start disappearing one by one. You find a fish missing in the morning. You never understand why. Minimum tank size, 500 gallons. For most homes, that's simply impossible. And once you've grown this fish out, where exactly are you going to put it? The next fish is even more interesting. The name says shark, but it's not a shark. The body resembles one, which is where the name comes from. It genuinely looks striking in the store, active, fast, with a metallic shimmer. But 2 critical pieces of information never get shared. First, the Bala shark is a schooling fish. You need to start with at least 5. When kept alone or in pairs, it falls into chronic stress, and a stressed Bala shark panics. It crashes into the glass, launches itself out of the tank, injures itself. Dozens of documented cases exist of lone Bala sharks repeatedly slamming into the glass and injuring themselves. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to a thud coming from the tank. You turn on the light. There's a single Bala shark in the corner, frantic, about to hit the glass again. It has no one else with it because you bought it alone. Second, adult size is 14 to 16 inches. 5 of them, all 14 to 16 inches. That combination needs a minimum of 150 to 200 gallons, just for a group of 5. Nobody at the store tells you any of this. Active, beautiful fish is what you hear. So you buy it. This is where things really start to shift. Here's the fish I mentioned earlier. The snakehead is in a different category entirely, because the risk it carries isn't just to your aquarium, it's to the environment around you. A powerful, aggressive, apex predator that eats everything in its path. And it doesn't need much to do it. It tolerates low oxygen. It can move on land for short periods. It's one of the rare fish capable of breathing air. You don't close the lid all the way one night. You look at the tank in the morning. The fish is gone. It's on the floor, still moving. And if it reaches the wild, a far bigger problem begins. Keeping this fish is illegal in many parts of the world because people have released them, and a single snakehead can alter an entire lake, a river, a complete ecosystem. In the United States, snakehead populations that escaped into certain river systems years ago still can't be controlled. Native fish populations are declining in ways that can't be undone. You can't see any of this in the store. It gets sold because people buy it, and most buyers never look into the legal situation. But the last fish on this list carries a completely different kind of danger, a danger hidden inside something beautiful. It's referred to as the holy grail of the aquarium hobby. Understandably so. Disc-shaped, graceful, gliding across the substrate. Watching it is almost hypnotic. Over time, it can become a fish that recognizes its owner and feeds from the hand. But behind that beauty are 5 separate problems, and they all come at once. First, water chemistry. Freshwater stingrays are extremely sensitive to water quality. Ammonia and nitrite must always be at 0. Even a brief spike can be fatal. This fish also produces enormous amounts of urine to maintain osmotic balance in fresh water, which means direct ammonia. Tank chemistry can shift within hours. Second, tank size. A single adult stingray needs a minimum of 130 to 185 gallons, and it needs to be a wide, shallow tank, not deep. Its disc-shaped body requires broad floor space. Third, cost. The price you see in the store is just the entry cost. A large capacity filter, the right tank, special substrate, total setup costs can run into thousands of dollars. Fourth, legal status. Some stingray species are protected under CITES. Import requires specific documentation. Fish that arrived through illegal channels put both you and the seller at legal risk. Fifth, and most critical, the venomous spine. The spine in the stingray's tail is for defense. If you corner it during tank maintenance, back it into a wall, or make an unexpected movement, the spine deploys. You put your hand in the water. The fish feels trapped in a corner. One quick movement, and an overwhelming pain shoots through your hand. The pain is immediate and extremely severe. It can cause localized tissue death. In some cases, an emergency room visit is required. Keeping this fish isn't impossible, but it's for an experienced, well-prepared hobbyist with serious tank capacity. If your question is, "It looks beautiful, should I get one?" For this fish, the answer is clear: no.
All of them look innocent in the store. All of them get sold with labels like beginner fish or community-friendly species. All of them are small, calm, and attractive in the display tank. And behind every single one of them is a truth nobody tells you. Whether it's size, aggression, water chemistry demands, legal risk, or a venomous spine. Remember, at the beginning I asked a question. Which one of these 5 fish can get you in legal trouble for having in your home? The answer is the snakehead, because this fish doesn't just threaten your tank. If it reaches the wild, it threatens entire ecosystems, which is why it's banned in many places. The only way to find this out is to research, to ask one question before you buy. What is this fish's adult size? That single question solves 4 of the 5 problems on this list instantly. A practical framework. Before buying any fish, check 3 things. Adult size. Not the size in the store, the adult size. This information is available for every species. Minimum tank capacity. The minimum volume needed for that fish to live healthily at adult size. Do you have that capacity at home? Legal status. Especially for exotic species. Snakeheads, certain stingray species, arowana. Legal status varies by country and sometimes by region. Asking these 3 questions takes 2 minutes, and those 2 minutes can prevent a problem that might otherwise drag on for years. You can do this on your phone right there in the store. Search the fish's name, add adult size, and minimum tank gallons. If the numbers don't add up, that fish isn't coming home that day. It really is that simple.
You looked at that fish in the pet store. Beautiful, calm, reasonable price, but those things aren't enough. I've walked you through the 5 that cause the most problems. All of them are sitting on a shelf right now, price tag on, and nobody is telling you any of this. Now I want to ask, have you bought any of these? Write it in the comments. In the next video, I'll be talking about fish emotions. Do you think they can actually feel things the way humans do? Can they love or hate? Can they form friendships? If you don't want to miss it, you know what to do. See you under the water.